Yeah, my guys, my real G's, what's up? Yeah, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Albert, and I'm an international student studying in Canada, and I do videos regularly to entertain my followers. And if you're a new subscriber, a new person, do well to subscribe to my channel. You'll be blessed to um, see more of my content coming in. Yeah, so in this video, I'll be talking about the documents you will need to kickstart your student visa application. I'm talking about Canada, so I know you'll be planning, you'll be thinking what are documents you need to to apply for student visa application. So in this video, I'm going to do a detailed list of documents. I bet you they are very exhaustive, a lot of documents. So I'll be talking about them and how you can or how you can use them to apply for your document, because you know your document falls into three categories. Yeah, so we have the one that will strengthen your proof of funds, then we have the one that will strengthen your home ties, and then we have the one that will strengthen your purpose of studies. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. Yeah. So I've compiled list of documents for student visa application. So it's a very long list, and I'll go through the documents one after the other. So you just look for the one that pertains that you need for your application. Some are for the single, some are for the married. So just follow me through as I explain the documents you'll be needing for your Canadian student visa. So the first one is, and we have a document here, then we have the category it falls into. I don't know if you've listened to my proof of fund, my two reasons why visas have been denied. So I talked about proof of fund, I talked about home ties, then I talked about um, purpose of studies. So there are documents that can strengthen your proof of funds. There are documents that can strengthen your home ties, and there are some documents that can strengthen your purpose of studies. So I have done I've done a great work here. So I'll be explaining each document and how it relates to different categories of this visa. So the first one is a dollar or naira account. So if you have a dollar account, or what in Nigeria, if you are from Nigeria, we call it domiciliary account, or yeah. So if you have a dollar account, it's a good document for proof of funds. So you have a dollar account, you have some dollars inside, and it's a great proof of fund. Then we talk about bank statement. So we have bank statement. So bank statement stands as a proof of funds, like the either from a commercial bank or a microfinance bank, or any institution that is categorized under a financial or non-financial banking corporation, and they can issue you statement of account. So at least you should print out 4 to 6 months bank statement. So it's a good proof of. Then we'll talk about pension reference letter or statement. For example, you have maybe your father, your mother, or somebody close to you, or yourself. If you have a statement, it's a good proof of fund. Then if you have a business registration, a business that is running, it's not a dormant business registration, so you can also include them. It's a good proof of fund. You see me? So if you have the CAC registration, then maybe you have a company account alongside, so you can include all those documents. So it's a sign of a proof of fund. Then we'll talk about birth certificate, your birth certificate, the one from either from the hospital or from the court or the government issued certificate. So I believe the government issued certificate or the one from the court is better off. The one from uh, your hospital may not be honored except it's a government uh, uh, it's a government hospital. So either a federal or state government hospital. Then we have the resume. Your resume talks about your work history, everything about your schooling, your work activities, your skills, your portfolio. So it's a good sign of home ties. So it's good to include that. Then we talk about the study plan. So what is study plan? Study plan is that document that you talk about why you are going to study a particular course. Maybe you are going to study nursing or computer engineering, or you want to do masters in MBA, you want to do masters or you want to do a course. So you want to write a study plan to talk about how this course can affect and influence your career path. You see, then we have list of project and work history documents. For example, maybe you have worked in many places and you have some document to show about it. So these documents they are relative. It depends on your kind of work. Maybe you are a programmer, you have list of you are a contractor, you have a list of document you have. Maybe you are into real estate or you are into construction. You have some documents to show that you have done some jobs for some clients. So it serves they can serve as home ties or even as a proof of funds. Probably maybe there are some contracts that has outstanding bills, outstanding payment to be made by the client. So it can also serve as a proof of fund that you are expecting more money for it from this project. Then we talk about investment certificate. Maybe you bought shares or you did business with somebody and there's an investment certificate issued to you, or maybe you are a professional shareholder to a company, so it can also stand as a proof of fund or even as a home ties. Then we have completed statement of purpose. Yeah, this is a letter you issued, just like either statement of purpose or letter of explanation you add alongside. Then of course your letter of acceptance, your letter of acceptance from a university. That is when you apply for admission, you'll be given a letter of acceptance or admission offer letter. So you have to upload it when you are filling the documents online or offline. Then we'll talk about your international passport. Of course, you upload this. Then your WAEC results. Then your university degree, if you attended a university or a polytechnic. Then if your result is not in English or is in other form, other languages, so it needs to be evaluated. So you can also include that document. Then we'll talk about affidavit of support. Now, if you come up here, I talked about bank statement. So we refer. I'm assuming that this is your personal bank statement. This one and this one is your bank statement. But if you want to upload your father's bank statement or your uncle or your auntie bank statement, then your uncle will have to do what we call affidavit of support to affirm that he's actually sponsoring you. So it's a sign of proof of funds. Yeah, so this one is for those who are married. If you are married, so it's expected that you include your marriage certificate from a court, both from court and from church, both. But the one from the court holds um, is more preferable. So it's a sign of proof of fund. Sorry to say, it's a sign of home ties. I believe you know when I mean proof of fund and home ties. Okay. Then you are married, maybe you have kids, so You can include the kids' photos and their document, maybe their birth certificate or their NIN, or just their photo and their birth, any document that relates to their, maybe their schooling, their document, their documentation. You can also include there. That is a sign of home ties. It strengthens your home ties. Okay. Then we'll talk about introduction letter. If you are an employee, so maybe you work with a company, so you can approach the manager to write an introduction letter to you, to state that yes, he's aware that you are going to study in Canada or in any country, and that you are coming back, and that your job is reserved for you. It's very important. So it stands as a proof of fund, and also for home ties, majorly home ties. Then we'll talk about letter for employment. All the place you have worked, or maybe the current place you're working, the letter for employment, you are it's good you upload it. It's a sign of proof of fund. And also home ties. Let me say home ties, because when we say it's a proof of fund, it means that maybe you'll be receiving your salary even while you are studying. Maybe you are doing a 1 year course, so they're expecting you to come back as soon as possible. So maybe they'll be paying you as you travel. Then we'll talk about any job, academic or professional awards. Maybe you got an award in your company or in school. Maybe you graduated with the first class and they gave you an award. And maybe in a professional, maybe you belong to a professional group, maybe like ICANN or any certified organization, and they gave you an award. So you can also include that. Then we'll talk about confirmation letter. There are some companies that when they employ you, they put you on probation. So when they confirm your appointment, they will issue you a confirmation letter. So you can also include that. It's a strong home ties and proof of funds. Then we'll talk about 4 months uh, pay slip. So this shows that you are receiving regular salary. So it's good you include that. And yeah, so include that to show that yes, you are gainfully employed, and you'll be receiving salary all the while. So it's a sign of proof of fund. It shows that yes, the money in your account statement is as a result of maybe your payment, or maybe an investment certificate you added above that I talked about. Okay. So we'll talk about COVID-19 vaccination card, the certificates. So you attach that. Then we'll talk about police character document. It's a sign of home ties. This document shows that yes, you don't have any criminal record, that you are a respected citizen, a legal citizen of the country. So you don't have any criminal record, any background trace to criminality. Okay, then we'll talk about driver's license. Maybe you know how to drive, you have a driver's license, a valid driver's license, so you can include that. It shows that yes, you have it's a strong home ties. Then we'll talk about school fees payment, receipt deposit. I don't know, maybe you have made the deposit, you have made the payment to the school deposit. So it's a strong proof of fund. It shows that yes, you're actually serious and you are ready to study. Then we talk about school fees complete payment. Maybe you have paid, maybe you've not just paid your deposit. You've made the first term tuition payment. You can include that the receipt. Then we'll talk about affidavit of return by parents. Maybe assuming that yeah, this document is done by your parents, so it's done in the high court. It shows that yes, it's a strong home ties. It shows that yes, after your studies, you are actually coming back to your home country. They'll talk about upfront medicals. So for some persons, when they are applying, they do their upfront medicals. For me, I don't do that. My mind, I didn't do mine. It was I like when the RSC sends you a letter that want to do your medicals. It shows that yes, they're about to issue your visa. But some person feels that if you do it ahead, it will expedite the process instead of them waiting for you to go and do it, because sometimes it takes time. So they do it, and so if you have done that, you can include it. But if you have not done that, then just um, exclude that. Then we have your NIN slip. So if you have that, NIN, this pertains to Nigeria, so it's a citizen document. Then if you have a car, the purchase receipt, the car document, everything that relates to the car documentation and the ownership, you can include that. It shows that yes, you have something back home. It's a strong home ties. Then your work ID, where you work, your ID card, you can include that. Then talk about family documents. Family documents. So this one, if you are a single person, so it's expected that you have family, you are staying with your parents, or maybe you are staying alone. At least you have photos of your parents, your father and mother, or maybe your dad is late or your mom is late, but at least you have people. Just that you have people, so you need photos of that or their documents. So attach that. Then if your dad is still alive, your dad's property like maybe house, cars, land, investment, and so on. So any of your dad's property, you can include that. Now, if you're married, so especially if you are married, the family here include means your immediate family. If you are the wife, then you're applying yourself, your husband, and your kids. Yeah. But if you are single, so we're talking about your father, your mother, and but even if you are married, you want to include your husband, yourself, your parents. It's still welcome. It's a strong home tie that yes, you have people in your country that you will definitely return to after your studies. Then we have if your dad has properties, assets, then you can include the documentation. It strengthens your home ties. Then we have your dad's birth certificate. It strengthens your home ties. Then the same thing with your mom. Then your mom birth certificate, home ties. Then your brother, your sister's certificate, their documentation, whatever they have. So brother's ID, brother's international passport or means of identification, sister's stamp passport or biodata, sister birth certificate, and so on, sister ID card, then your personal photo, these are home ties. Then we'll talk about pictures, of your full family, pictures of you and your siblings, then pictures of your work ID, pictures of you at work, pictures of your business page. You have a business page on uh, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and you have a lot of followers. You have a business that is booming. You can also include that you have a lot of followers. Then it's a strong home ties, and it shows that yes, you are actually busy in your country. You are not a liability to your government. So include that, and make sure please, if you are applying for a visa, you are applying to study, and your your business page is seeing another thing, then you need to be very careful. So I'm not saying you should lie, assuming maybe you are applying to study a programming, an IT related course, and in your IG you are selling cream. So there's no relationship. So it shows that you are not whatever you are doing is not consistent with what you are going to study overseas. Yeah. So your picture with your mom, your brother, you have a daughter or a child, you can include that. Pictures of you and your niece, then pictures of yourself and your girlfriend or your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your common law partner. So what we mean by common law partner is assuming you are not married, you're not legally married, but you are a lady staying with you. It's common in Nigeria. A lady is staying, or you are staying with, or a lady is staying with you, and you have not officially married, but she has given birth and she's staying with you. She has stayed with you. You have been living together for more than 1 year. So in the eyes of the law, you are not to be common law partners. So you can show some documentation towards that, maybe um, uh, the current if you operate the same bank account, or you do business together, or your house address shows that both of you are staying in the same location, and that. Then you have a car, any of your documents, you can include that, and that's that. So I've done a long read on the documents you will need in your student visa application. Now you can see this list is exhaustive. So you just need to check the one that you have and see how you can get others. The more of this document you produce, the likelihood of your visa application approval. So if you have any question about this document, and you are still confused about this document, you are free to chat me up, or maybe you'll just drop your question in the comment section and I will try and answer it. Yeah, see you. Bye. Cheers. Peace.